You're standing on a street corner. In your pocket, there's nothing but fear and a blade. All around you are the people who keep this entire district in a chokehold. You're not here by accident. You came looking for something that feels like power, but in reality, it's just a set of iron shackles. Today, you're going to walk the path from an errand boy to the king of a prison cell. You'll learn exactly what each level of the world's most dangerous gang costs, and why in this game, there are no winners only. Victims who haven't realized they were already dead yet. You think this is about money? Bauer? Think again. This is a deal where the currency is your life. And believe me, the price of this transaction will rise every single minute. You are a shadow. At level 1, you don't exist to the world, and you don't exist to the law. You are a Padale, a lookout. Your task is simple. See everything, mean nothing. You're looking for protection. You're looking to belong to your own kind, in a neighborhood where parents are too busy surviving, and school is just a prison with report cards. The gang becomes your only family. Your first lesson is learned in your marrow. Silence is gold. You forget the way to the police station. You stop listening to teachers. For you, your parents' morality no longer exists. There is only one law, the order of the elders. And if they tell you to jump, you don't ask why, you ask how high. The moment of truth. 13 seconds. This isn't just a fight, it's a ritual. You stand in the circle, and they swarm. Your goal isn't to win. Your goal is not to fall. You have no right to fight back. Why do they do it? It's a test of your loyalty and your pain threshold. They watch how you take a hit, how you get back up. If you survive, you aren't a boy anymore. They give you a name. Austrittname. You stop being just your mother's son. You became part of the family. You got your protection, but in exchange, you gave up the rights to your own body. Congratulations, you are now officially part of a system that grinds people into dust. Level 3 soldier. You're a mule. Your pockets are full of someone else's product. Your phone buzzes with messages that would make normal people go cold. You get a taste of your first easy money. You think you've got the devil by the horns? But at level 4 veterano things change. Now, you manage the streets. You've got your own soldiers, but along with power comes a paradox. You've become a target. You start to realize the path back is cut off forever. The police know your face. Your enemies know where you sleep. And your own soldiers are just waiting for you to stumble so they can take your spot. You're no longer running through the streets, you're hiding from them. You've reached the top. You aren't a gangster anymore. You're a businessman in the shadows. Money laundering, logistics, ties to cartels on the other side of the world. You're building an empire on blood. But the stress level is so high that sleep becomes a luxury. You switch safe houses. You never drive your own car. You trust no one, not even your girl. The paradox is that the more money you have, the less personal freedom you own. You are the richest prisoner in the world who hasn't been locked up yet. Your life has turned into a chess match where every mistake costs a life. You're waiting for the end, and you know it's inevitable. Prison is your new headquarters. You're in a cage, but you're giving orders on the outside. You're a king in a hell, where the walls are concrete and the laws are written in blood. You rule without ever leaving your cell. But above you are others, the founders. These are myths, ghosts. They live in maximum isolation. They don't eat what you eat. They don't walk the streets you walked. They rule from another continent, pulling the strings. They are the ones who created this cult so that you, and thousands like you, would die for their comfort. They know, as long as there are people like you, their system will live forever. You're 35. You've lost everything. Success has turned into solitude. Your hands are stained to the elbows in blood. And in your head is silence that no amount of money can drown out. You return to that same corner. You see a 14-year-old kid. He's got a blade in his pocket and that same fear in his eyes that you had 20 years ago. The system is a life recycling machine. It doesn't change. It just waits for a new victim. And you realize you weren't a king. You were just fuel for this machine. And this machine just found your replacement. Why do you think people choose this path voluntarily, knowing exactly how it ends? Drop a comment below. Do you think the system has a weak point? Subscribe to the channel we explore. the darkest sides of history and criminology. No sugarcoating, just the truth. See you next time.